Makeup is very, very subjective to a certain person. Yeah, something maybe, for someone, if it is maybe a nude makeup look, yeah, for the other person, that makeup could be like a full scale makeup. These terms are basically, I think, it is more of a promotional or selling terms. Do makeup, but it should not be seen. Like if you could relate, all the black and white heroines you would see in the era, they had all of them had a skin. They looked all same.
So today at the Indian Institute of Creative Skills, we have a very, very special and informed guest, Avik Hore, who has been a senior trainer, senior educator at Kryolan for over a decade. But he has also been a makeup artist and specialized in various skills, from bridal to high fashion to avant-garde, and a lot that I do not know about yet, but will love to get to know. Hi Avik, how are you?
I am good, Prashita. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for making the time, first of all. I am so excited, genuinely, to actually get to know how this all began. What are the different fields of makeup that I might not even know of, and like take it from there.
Well, okay. So, see, I'll tell you, it's a long journey.
Yeah.
So, I definitely was not into this field. And as I also mentioned when we were just talking off camera, yeah. So I did my mass communication, and then I was also working as a brand consultant and copy editor with few of the organizations that I worked in. And I got into content.
Wow.
Content writing and editing and all of that. But then writing for clients was a little tiring at times. Yeah, it was very mundane. And then I realized that I cannot do that for life. Yeah, and then I had two options to go to. One, because I was also trained, I am trained as a classical dancer as well. So yeah, so I could have taken that up as a profession, but then it was to start all from scratch. Yeah, and and then I was like, and again, makeup was another option that I could have gone for.
So you've always been interested, like just like growing up.
Anytime,
You were
all
like,
the time.
I love that, like a
Yeah.
diva. I love it, just like a personal thing.
Yeah, so it was basically, because we had a joint family, and then we had aunties and all of them, so they were like, get my hair done, and
How
yeah. So this is
sweet.
how I was actually introduced to the entire thing of making over a certain person. Yeah, maybe from doing the hair to the makeup, or maybe tying the pleats of the sari and things like that. So that is how it all started.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after doing my course, as I told, from in mass communication and working, and then I was like, no, I have to get into what is my calling for life. And then yes, then I did my diploma again in cosmetology from VLCC. And yeah, then I always have two choices in life, and that's very interesting and surprising for me. I was selected as a makeup artist for Vandana Luthra, who is the founder of VLCC. Yeah, so I was supposed to be the corporate team. Yeah, and on the other side, I had an offer from Kryolan, yeah,
Oh,
Delhi, and I was
wow.
like, which one to choose from? And yeah, I wanted to go and work for a brand and see, where it takes me to. And yeah, today I'm here.
Yeah, and
speaking to
quite a
you.
long journey it's
Yeah,
been.
it is.
Lovely. Kryolan, that's great. So how have you evolved at Kryolan?
Oh well, okay. So this is a very, very interesting journey, and I have been absolutely lucky to be in Kryolan. And yeah, so I definitely started as a makeup artist, and one of my friends, she did introduce me to the company.
Yeah.
I got in, and yeah, so initially I was more into, because we had just a corporate office in here, so we used to also be into marketing, and then promoting our products and brands. We used to go into different salon, and then different academies. We used to train people, give demonstrations, things like that. Then started the Kryolan City Delhi store. Yeah. So that was a retail exposure for me. Yeah, so that was a completely different ball game. Yeah.
Lovely.
And then came up opportunities. I was definitely, because of the work that I was doing and the kind of interest that I took in makeup, these people, the owners of Kryolan, when they visited in here, they actually picked me up. Yeah,
Wow.
they did recognize my skills, and yeah, so I was called to Bangalore. So under the supervision of Mrs. Langer, who is one of the directors of the company. Yeah, so I had taken up trainings for Mumbai, Kryolan, from Chennai, for Chennai Kryolan, and for Bangalore as well. Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely.
So yeah, so this is something. Then I was like, okay, I've done much, and then what next? And then they did send me to Bangladesh. Yeah.
Oh.
They did send me to Bangladesh, and they asked me to, kind of formally launch Kryolan in Bangladesh. Bangladesh was any which was doing, Kryolan, but they had no formal introduction to the brand as such. So I got there, launched Kryolan in there. So this is something. And then, yeah, what else? Well, okay. So they did send me to Oman.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Amazing.
to get me trained in Arabic makeup.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so that was an exposure again. Yeah, then we always had our international artists coming in
Yeah.
here from across the world. So we had taken a training, like a week, 15 days is, I think so. Yeah, in Chennai. So we have a factory in Chennai. And yeah, we were all there taking up trainings, and that was the first step of being internationally recognized, the skill,
Yeah.
my skill being recognized.
Yeah.
And then this was all in India happening. And then this opportunity came to me that I was selected for a training in Berlin.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
so that was like a 15 to 20 days trip. So this is just pre-COVID. Yeah, and it was a fantastic opportunity for me. So I think we were like 10 people from across the world, from different parts of the world.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I was in that team. And
So, what does this training involve? Like the different countries that you've gone to? Is there like a certain standard that every country follows, or are we there to like tell them what we do?
No,
Right?
see, I had been to different countries to learn.
Yeah.
Like in Bangladesh, to definitely teach and impart the knowledge that I had, because both of these
Yeah.
neighboring countries, they kind of share the culture which is very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also me being a Bengali, right? So I can also understand their language. Yeah, and also the kind of culture that we kind of share. There's certain things we definitely share. Yeah, and yeah, at Oman, I was there to learn, as I told you.
Yeah.
In Berlin, it was basically a training which was like on an international scale, and it was a training for beauty, camouflage, and airbrush. Yeah, and amongst the 10 of us, I think it were only 2 of us who qualified for all three.
Wow, that's
yeah,
amazing. So you said beauty,
segments.
camouflage, and airbrush.
Airbrushing.
Tell us everything about it. Like, what is the difference? What is camouflage? What is airbrush?
Uh-huh. So see, beauty, yeah, beauty makeup, as you would know.
Yeah.
It is like an everyday society makeup that you do.
Yeah.
And then talking about camouflage, camouflage is basically a part of the beauty makeup.
Yeah.
Camouflage is, basically to hide and make the skin look like the skin surrounding it, so as to, mimic your real skin. Yeah, so that is basically camouflage. So I remember of an incident here wherein we had to take this session up with, I think, almost around 100 doctors at AIMS. Yeah, so I had to present a Kryolan, and there is a specific range which is called the Derma Color Camouflage range. Yeah, so which is basically recommended. It is kind of a paramedical line of
Yeah.
makeup. So it is generally been recommended by dermats to the patients who've got all kind of skin anomalies and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I had to give a discourse at AIMS for all of that. So that is basically a paramedical line of makeup. Yeah, Derma Color Camouflage system. So, and then airbrushing is a technique. It's a different tool that you use for doing makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a part of the high definition makeup. So it was basically developed. Let me tell you this. This should be very interesting for you. Airbrushing was basically developed for high definition television.
Wow.
Yeah, but then yeah, so then it was specifically developed for that, but then when it was seen that the results are amazing, so it was taken as in for beauty makeup as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that is how it is.
Very nice. And what are the other aspects of makeup that maybe I would not know of, or we would not know of? Like we would know, say, bridal,
Mm-mm.
or like on social media, I know subtle makeup, glam makeup, no glam, no makeup, makeup. I don't even know if those are like real things,
Yeah.
but I've heard of them.
Mhm.
Tell me what like the actual definition that people in the industry use.
No, see, whatever heard of is more or less true.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
So, howsoever, let me tell you, makeup is very, very subjective to a certain person. Yeah, something maybe, for someone, if it is maybe a nude makeup look,
Yeah.
yeah, for the other person, that makeup could be like a full scale makeup.
Yeah.
You understand? So makeup is very subjective.
I agree.
Yeah, so it is never like an eye makeup could be too much for you. For the
Yeah.
other person, it could just be very basic.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah,
It's a
so
very subjective thing.
yeah, and these terms are basically, I think, it is more of a promotional or selling terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anybody comes to me, I would say, what would you like to get done on your face? Yeah,
Hmm.
and as per whatever he or she wants to get done, yeah, so cater to their needs.
Nice. So, what are the most common things you usually hear?
Do makeup, but it should not be seen.
Oh my god. So what does that involve? I think that's still like a process of actually doing like a lot of products, right?
No, you know what? I will.
A little secret? You're telling me a little secret?
Kinda, but yes, I think people should get it very straight. When people come to us and say, do a very nude makeup, nothing should be seen on the skin. Skin
Or like
should look
hide my
flawless.
flaws,
Yeah.
yeah.
So and all of that, but then and people say, why do we charge so much? Because you got to do only minimal makeup. How much product would you need? But they do not understand this for a fact that minimal makeup needs more skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, because putting product is not a problem at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a pimple, I cover it with the product, and it's seen. It's all right. It'll be seen any which ways. Yeah, but it is your skills and your techniques that it'll that we could make it more skin like.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
natural. Yeah.
So, one more question like, for example, if you were talking about people with skin allergies or
Mhm.
whatever of that sort, right? Is makeup for everyone?
Yes, but we really need to know, Prishita, that there are the different kinds of makeup that different people with different skin conditions should apply.
Yeah.
Like as I was just telling you about the dermacolor camouflage system, so it is basically meant for people with skin anomalies. So
Okay.
anybody has any kind of skin problem, be it allergy or be it any kind of skin sensitivity, or maybe a post-surgical mark or something like that, you can go with dermacolor blindfolded.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yes, we definitely with prominent skin conditions, you should always visit a doctor. Yeah, so
Lovely.
that's
And like our different skin types also cater to different, skin products as well.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really nice to know. You were talking about skilling a while ago, about how one, you've been skilled in so many ways, you've gotten so much training.
Mhm.
How important do you think it is for one in this industry to keep getting themselves upskilled?
I think Prishita, that's the beauty of our industry.
Yeah, because it's never ending. You never
Yeah,
really stop.
True. And with the advancement of media, there is always an advancement in your makeup.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
See, I'll tell you how it worked. Initially, it was stage. Yeah. So we had product for stage makeup.
Yeah, and
people-
that was loud and large.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Right. Then came in your television, like the black and white television era. Yeah.
Hmm.
And wherein you had products which was very specific to that. Yeah, people used to use things like TV paint stick, like from Kryolan,
Oh.
a product that I'm talking about. Then came your color television.
Yeah.
With color television, it was the undertones, the skin tones that were much more visible.
Yeah.
And then what happened is it was all your different foundation range for Kryolan, I would say, ultra foundation came into being, and it was much more sheer. Yeah, because in black and white television, if you would know of, the skin tones are not visible. Yeah, and also like if you could relate, all the black and white heroines you would see in the era, they had all of them had a skin. They looked all same. Yeah, so it was basically there was no undertones happening, and there was nothing like
Yeah.
that. So there was thick layer of makeup,
Yeah.
and think if that thick layer of makeup came under the color television lenses, how would it have appeared? Too much
Yeah.
on the face.
Obviously,
Yeah, so
yeah.
the products became much more sheerer. Yeah,
Yeah.
then came your high definition era.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where things were captured in
yeah,
exact moment. Yeah.
exactly. So what happened is there was much more clarity. Yeah, the
Yeah.
detailing was so much. The color contrast the lens took up was immense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you used any product which was a little thick, say for that matter, the camera could have just picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was another formulation altogether with a different reflective property to that,
Yeah.
which was suiting the high definition camera. Yeah.
Understood. Yeah.
Then in the high definition era, it was also the high definition lenses got a little refined. So came the airbrushing technique. Yeah. Now after the latest era, I don't know if you if the audience know of it, but high definition is not a very successful technology. Yeah, because it captures things which is very surreal. Yeah, so like if I'm looking at you, the way my eyes look at you and I can see your skin, the high definition camera will not look at your skin that way. It will take up all the pores and every details, every hair that your skin has, it'll pick it up.
Wow.
So that is not real, that is surreal.
Wow.
So now the next era that has come in is the 4K technology
Right.
or the digital technology.
Right.
Yeah, so nowadays all the cameras, they are mostly 4K to 16K cameras.
Lovely. That's so nice to know. You were
Yeah.
talking about the digital technology, and with the rise in the digital technology, like I was saying, with the little knowledge that I have, right, I get to know a lot about the trends in the industry on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I really want to know, are these trends coming from the industry, or is it the other way around? And is the industry now picking up trends that are on the internet?
Well, see, I'll tell you what. It is kind of vice versa.
Yeah.
See, again, as a student of mass communication, I could put it this way: society is a reflection of the media.
Media, and media is a reflection of
Exactly.
society. Yeah.
Right. So, what happens is any makeup, especially working with a brand like Kryolan, Kryolan is termed as Kryolan professional makeup
Right.
because it was specifically developed for the professional gentry.
Yeah.
And what happened? They used to always cater to professionals and professionals who used to work with media. Yeah. So as I told you, the journey of makeup as the media evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was basically anything that like a general public sees on in the television, on the media, they want to take it onto themselves. Yeah. So whatever is seen in media is definitely a reflection, or is definitely something which a normal audience would want. Yeah. But things change, the application changes. Yeah. The process of application, the same product, like a product which I would be using it on you, if you are in front of the camera, would be a little different from what I would do if you're going for a beauty or a society makeup.
Understood.
So there are two segments to makeup. One which is like a media makeup, and the other which is a society makeup or the
Right.
beauty makeup. So both of it kind of interchanges their likings and adapts accordingly.
Lovely. That's really nice to know. Now, if a student wants to learn something about makeup, what are the different aspects that they can go into? Like,
Different career options that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So makeup has kind of evolved in such a great manner, and I mean the proliferation that this segment of education has is pretty immense these days. It is just not you being someone working in a salon maybe. you could definitely freelance. Yeah, that's the
Right.
thing people are into these days.
Yeah.
But I would still, ask the budding artist to work somewhere before they get and work live on someone, because they need to
Right.
understand the nitty gritties of the product, of how it works on a certain skin. Yeah.
Amazing.
So yes, so yeah, definitely, you have got retail outlets to work
Right.
for. You definitely have got brands to work for. You can definitely get yourself as a trainer in different
Yeah.
in different academies. You could also work in the corporate or the production houses. You could work for Bollywood for sure. Yeah, you could also work for photographers.
Oh wow, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
And
And I think even delving down deeper into that, like you would have bridal people, you would have your everyday people, or like are they all like, is everybody like trained the same way and do we all have the same skills?
see, makeup is a subject.
Right.
Yeah. Just like a subject like geography or history for that matter.
Right. Huh.
Yeah, but yes, the only thing is that it is ever evolving.
Yeah.
So once you're trained as a makeup artist, you should be able to do every aspect
Everything.
of makeup. Yeah.
What's your favorite of it?
All of it. Makeup
All
in
of
all. Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
amazing. But what did you start as? What did you start
Beauty
doing?
makeup for sure.
Beauty.
Yeah, beauty makeup.
So,
Anybody would start as a beauty makeup artist, because
right.
every other aspect needs a little more specific understanding of that field. Yeah.
Yeah. And is beauty makeup the same as commercial makeup?
Commercial makeup, as in like you're
Like
talking.
your shoots or like your runway or like your fashion shoots?
The basics remain the same.
The basics always remain
Yeah.
the same. What are the basics? Give us the basics. Give us the tea, if you can.
Yeah, see, the basics is like your undertone, understanding the undertone and the tone of your skin. That is
Yeah.
absolutely important. You need to understand the face shape and how you actually need to shape it.
Nice.
Yeah. Contouring is what you actually term it as.
Yeah.
And then you also need to know how to, do your eyes, like the shape of your eyes, your nose, all the features. Yeah.
I agree.
So basically, definition, yeah, and structuring. These are the two things that one has to master in it. I mean, there is no other way out.
Lovely. And say if I want to get to know something about myself, I want to do my own makeup, but I maybe don't want to get trained in it, right? So who do I go to now? Do I go to the internet? Do I go to a trainer? Do I go to in-store cosmetics selling place? Where do I go?
Yeah, see, internet, YouTube, and Google, they are always there to help you
Yeah.
out. Yeah. But, they have many clients who come to us and they're like, we have seen this thing has been done this way on the internet.
Oh.
And and no, but this does not work. So I think, creating content for media or just working in front of the camera is so much
Yeah.
different from real life makeup. Yeah, what we see on Instagram is not what actually it is all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah. You
Literally
must.
coming back to the thing of never believe what you see on the social media.
True, very
Yeah.
true. People come to us with all the texture in the skin and they will say, I want a glass skin finish. But that is just not a possibility.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
because what happens is, see, there are two things in skin, like two major things which you need to know, and one which is unevenness,
Yeah.
uneven of skin color, and the other is texture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unevenness, yes, I would say definitely 100% you can take it away. But texture, where does it go?
Yeah.
I mean, like say for example, you have an acne, and that's an upheaval on your skin.
Yeah.
So you can apply a layer this thick, yeah, of makeup. So that does not work like that.
I
And when you
agree.
apply so much of makeup, it'll show on camera.
100%. I think that bump 100% will
Yeah.
show. What are your makeup products that you that are like your Bible that you need by your side all the time?
Lip gloss.
Oh, nice.
And a mascara.
Lip gloss and mascara. Got it.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to tell, maybe people who want to get into the industry as to an advice that you hope someone would have told you when you were starting out, what would it be?
Do your research well.
Yeah.
That's very, very important because just don't land up doing makeup course from anybody and everybody.
Right.
Yeah, you should see how authentic they are in terms of their work, that just not their appearance on social media and how their makeup looks on social media. Go to them, talk to them, see their work, or see,
Yeah.
try and get some test classes maybe. Yeah, see how it comes to be, and get references from people, ask different people, and yeah, I think anybody would take a right decision after that. Yeah.
Amazing. What I would love to ask you towards the end is what's been your favorite moment of this vast journey that you've had from learning cosmetology to actually becoming an artist and now a trainer, doing master classes and now this podcast?
Uh-huh.
What's been maybe like a moment you'll never forget in the industry?
Um, yeah. So, yeah, definitely. As I was talking about my, period in Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the moment. I got to know so many, people from so many different culture, and their skill set,
Yeah.
and how they actually perceive makeup, and makeup as a global phenomena. How it has actually affected different people, yeah, in different ways, and how they have actually perceived makeup. So
Yeah.
makeup is so much different for everybody. What we see makeup in India is what is completely different from someone who sees makeup in maybe Europe.
And how do
Yeah.
you see makeup?
Makeup is basically, you should never lose your personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be who you are. Yeah, with that moment of pride and moment of confidence that you gain with makeup. That is something which one should look for while applying makeup on themselves.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for like bringing this energy and genuinely like giving us all the insights that we needed to know. Would love to have you again. Thank you so much for your time.
I'm so glad, and thank you for having me.